Hey guys, welcome to the Seventh Wonder Camp. Let's go in and see what the guys are up to. So follow me. Nu rullar.
Luta nu. Luta.
Ja.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Welcome to this Q&A session with Seventh Wonder. We went out on Facebook some time back and asked you guys to send in your questions. We have sifted through those and came up with a list of a couple of ones that we thought might be interesting to most people out there. So we'll get right to it. First one is from a Victoria Taylor. How often do you guys have to practice in order to get up to the standard that you want for playing live? And also, how hard is it now that Tommy is touring with Camelot?
All right.
How often do you guys have to... So the question... Since everybody was chiming in here to begin, I you know, rehearse every week, and between rehearsals we play at home. I'm not sure we put in any extra effort in addition to that when it's time to go live. I guess, you know, you start playing those particular songs that go in the set list, but above and beyond that, I'm not sure.
Det här är ju liksom...
Your answer is good too. Should we keep this going or start over?
Okay, I'm sorry, Victoria. Let's move on to the next one.
The question.
Nej, men det är bra.
The question, jerk.
I think that's a good question actually.
Yeah,
Good, Victoria.
the best one so far.
Yeah, the best one
Yes.
today.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah,
but that was...
Wait, Victoria Taylor. How often? You can say that this question actually is tailor-made for us. So okay, yeah, it's a little bit harder now since I'm touring with Camelot to get together like the full band and do full rehearsals and writing sessions. But I think, you know, we're really good at optimizing the time when it comes to that. You know, when I'm home, I try to join the band as much as I can.
For the live sets, so I've been forced to do a lot more practicing in the past 3 years than in the 15 years before that, and it's been a lot of fun and very rewarding for me.
okie doke. Here's a question from Adam Mast. Does the band write together or individually on music software? I use it because it's easier to just figure out chords and harmony parts that way. So I use it quite a lot when I'm composing. It's easier to do it that way than try to learn a part on keyboard or guitar for that matter. So I just program it in there. So for me, it works very well, and plus it's an easy way to just demo ideas for the band.
And it's the same for me. I also used some software to get my ideas down, because I always, since I can't play any instruments that well, I have to sing my. If I didn't have this software, I would have to sing everything that the guys would play.
And for me, I use the cell phone a lot to record IDs, and then because you always have it with you. And
Okie diddly do. Here's a question from Doug Edwards. I love the drums in all the earlier releases, but since Devon Organ hasn't been on any of the releases, I'm curious to see how his style of playing will change the sound. It's one thing copying someone's playing, but it's a different ballgame for your style to match up with theirs. My son and I have had many conversations about this. We are both drummers, and the whole family is coming to the Atlanta show. Wow. Welcome, by the way. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Right, this one's for me. I guess that we're quite different, Johnny and I, when it comes to the approach to drumming. I'm a big fan of all the stuff that he's done on the previous albums. He's really fast. His feet are very quick. I'm very impressed by that. I guess my background is not so much perhaps the progressive drummers, but more from the heavier world of drumming, so to speak. But I've always been impressed by and influenced by guys like Simon Phillips and Mike Portnoy and drummers like that. So my approach to this, the stuff that we're writing right now, and also to interpreting Johnny's stuff, has been to try to incorporate those two styles. You know, always having it groovy there at the core. I always try to have the progressive signature stuff like, up on top, if that makes sense to anyone. So I guess you'll have to wait and see until the album comes out, and hopefully I won't let anyone down.
You won't. Here's a creative question from Mr. Brad Price. What song do you hate to play the most?
I wonder if that it's supposed to be amongst the songs we actually play, or the songs we don't choose. We're choosing not to play because we hate them so much.
Yeah, I guess the answer would be slightly different. I guess you get to choose whatever interpretation you see fit.
What do you say, Kurt?
that one with the really hard solo.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. All of them with
I don't
the
know.
hard
Yeah,
solos.
you know, anything, yeah. You know, the more difficult it is, usually it's less fun to play because it just takes away from experiencing the live connection with everybody's there watching. So, you know, that's kind of a, you know, that's the dichotomy, or the tension in playing in a prog rock band or a prog metal band. And so I think that there's a fine line right there, and I think we're treading, you know, that gray zone at times. And those songs, you know, hate is a strong word. There's a certain kind of tension. I think maybe we're not as fun to watch during those times either. I don't know.
But nothing is as satisfying, you know, as you know, when you're nervous, really nervous about something. Like this song is really fucking hard to play or to sing, and then you actually nail it, and then you're the happiest man.
That part is tricky in itself. When you have a really challenging part coming up and you're focusing 125% and you nail it, as you say, and then right at the moment that you're through with that part,
exhale.
That's even more challenging because
You
have
lose
to
track
say,
of
you have to like
yeah.
restrain yourself from having what is in Swedish known as a glädjefnatt, where you go bananas with joy for the fact that fuck I nailed it, and then the song is probably has another 4 minutes to go and you have to keep it together.
Right, I feel
Takes
that.
some practice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, also if there's one song that you really fucked up on a concert, I did really fucked up one song in Italy once, and after that
it was underneath
Yeah.
the bass solo, by the way.
yeah,
Just
only
the two of
keyboard
us.
and bass solo, and after that I get so nervous every time I come to that part of the song. I know how to play it, but
it's just that Tommy threw in an unprovoked key change there, if I recall.
Yeah,
It's like going
yeah.
G sharp or something.
Wait a minute.
It's probably
Wait a minute. Nothing is unprovoked.
All right, okay. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah. You use any steroids?
Only for my for the rest of my body.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
It really didn't come out as planned. Okay, here's a big one from Sean Granlund.
Do you realize
I don't see any
your last
dots
name
there,
is actually a big theme park in the middle of Stockholm?
Yes.
Okay, this is a big one though. When can we expect a release date for the new album? I kind of envision somewhat of a lengthy answer on this one, if you don't mind. There's a slight tendency for that to happen at times.
All right.
Well, there are a lot of things that have been going on lately. In fact, some things have changed in the band. We have a new drummer. The last drummer left. Tommy's out with Camelot, and we've also landed this great opportunity to do the Mercy Falls DVD project. So we're gonna run through that, and then of course we really want to make sure that we deliver on that, and we want to set the bar high. So I think it's going to be a great show, and we need to focus on whatever we're going to do for the Mercy Falls performance. So that's one thing, and after that we've also tried to focus on writing the new songs, and we need to squeeze those in between Tommy's stints with Camelot's on and off. So that's pretty much what's going on, and I think that we've covered some mile. We've written quite a lot of new songs. We need to piece them together and figure out really what should happen when and at what point. Furthermore, we also want to make sure that this new album that we do go places that we haven't been before and do things that we haven't done before, and I all of these things together make it somewhat difficult to really pinpoint the time. I think that during the rest of this year we'll be working 50% working on nailing the
We don't know, okay?
Let's go. Let's go in and see if you can have a listen to some of the new tracks, some snippets for you. So, come on.
Alrighty, then we're in the control room and ready to share some music that we made. Just to make sure we're on the same page here, all of this is just live trackings of work in progress, so don't get your expectations up in terms of quality. This is not the real recording, so take it easy, but we have some stuff to share anyway. Are we ready to go, Johan?
Yes.
Then roll tape.
Okay, this next one was written around a riff that Johan brought, and it turned out great. We want to share it with you, so hit it.
Here's one more song for you.
That's all, folks.